done did he? Fuck with nigga money, who done did he? Fuck with nigga money, who done did he?
Oh boy. God damn. Did you hear that nonsense?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So wait a minute. Let's just first start like we always do. You know what this is, man. This is the Sunday sit downs with the OGs, and you are dealing with me right now, your man's Heat Detector and
OG Cali Blue, aka Cadillac Chronicles. We're in the building.
We always in the building, man. We really out here like this, man. Listen, I don't know if you see it. I know you see it, my brother. You see this picture we got up here. Before we even tap into that, let's just say something. I want to touch on something real quick for any of the people that watch our show or pay attention to anything. Let's be very clear. We are not disgruntled old rappers or disgruntled grumpy ass old men. Let's get this shit out the way right now. What we really are about is trying to make a conversation, try to help some of you motherfuckers.
That part.
Okay? Not disgruntled. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him, Blue.
Basically, here's the deal, man. We older cats who see some things that y'all probably don't see. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much our point of it. We want to lead you guys down a different direction, a different path, man. A lot of our youngsters, our young adults, man, y'all on the wrong path, man. And we're just trying to give y'all some insight. And that's why we open the channels up for you guys to come on and tap in, because you guys can give us some insight as well.
Maybe we're seeing it wrong.
Exactly.
Maybe we look at it from the wrong lens. And if we look at it from the wrong lens, man, tap in with us and let us know. But understand something. We're not disgruntled ass old men that don't like what you young niggas is doing, or like we ain't getting it like you and that's why we mad, or because you out there getting high on fucking bitches that we mad because we ain't. No, nigga, trust and believe we can get whatever we want when we want it.
That part.
What we do understand is that there's a lot of fuckery going on, and what y'all youngsters don't know about is the real fuckery and where you headed if you headed down that lane. Now, let's be honest. We ain't trying to Bible thump to you. We ain't trying to tell you go see God and find out what religion's going to fucking tell you. We ain't telling you none of that shit. We're really trying to speak to you on experience. You feel me?
That part.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Even in boxing, even in combat sports, experience kind of overrules all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So with that out the way, just so y'all know, dropped my DMX picture, man. Goddamn. Sorry, DMX, rest in peace. Just so y'all know, we are not disgruntled ass motherfuckers, old and mad at y'all young niggas because y'all think y'all living the high life and doing whatever. No, we seeing the faults in what you're doing, and we want to try to help you get your shit right so you can live to see your children grow up, graduate high school,
and have grandchildren.
Yeah. We got an OG jumping in right now. I'm gonna give it just a second. I see OG Smokey in the building right now. We got him in the green room. We're gonna bring him in here in a second because maybe he got something to say too, because we ain't just talking about black people, okay? We're talking about people of melanin. We are talking about young G's that are out there just like being like reckless in life pretty much, and they ain't really fucking seeing the consequences of life. Some of us older statesmen have been to the joint and know it's not a game. Some of us have survived a lot of shit. Some of us been like me, myself. I've been shot, stabbed, sliced, diced, man, you fucking name it. I ain't proud of that shit, but I lived through it because I had to make smart moves.
Exactly. I've been in the same boat, man. I'd have been stabbed. I'd have been shot at. I'd have been chased with guns, man. I'd have been jumped by 6-7 people, man. I'd have been through the whole nine, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to fight my way up out that shit. And by the graces of God, I'm here to tell y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give y'all some insight that I didn't get when I was y'all age. You understand what I'm saying? Because there was nobody there who was there that could say, you know what? Grab me by my shirt, my coattail, and say, look here, little dude, sit down, man. Let me holler at you real quick. because I see you headed down the wrong path. I didn't have that. So if I can give that, then, you know, I feel like I'm doing a service to my people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and and let's be very clear. That ain't my man Free just joined in too. These are some OGs out of fucking Colorado. So we're gonna get to them in just a hot second, because I just wanna lay down the premise real quick. And the premise is, like, this is for all young brown, young black men, anybody with melanin that understands the fucking struggle. You understand what I'm saying? That understands the goddamn struggle. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to give you the premise of this picture. So the premise of the whole show is like, what would your ancestors be looking at if you could take some of them and bring them into the United States right now in present time from their old school shit? You see how these young black men right here have on suits and shit, and you see this is 2022. Okay, what the fuck is the goddamn problem with that picture? Of course we know the problem with the picture, because motherfuckers don't respect themselves. Let me get these G's up in here, man. Let me get these G's up in here, man. Talk to us, family. Talk to us. Tell us what you're talking about.
Are we on live?
Oh yeah. You in the building?
Hell yeah, you already hear me. I can hear it right now. I'm listening.
There we go. Okay, I'll fix this now.
You know what I'm saying? What is y'all take on this?
Shit. I mean, there's a lot that we could talk about this shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's why we here, fam.
That's exactly why we're here.
There's a lot of
you guys are in a position.
I think it's that social media. That social media, everybody be trying to act stupid, disrespecting motherfuckers, our elders and everything, just to try to get popularity.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where a lot of that shit changed, because, like, even back in the day, you know, people preaching up their clothes and everything like that, dressed to impress, you know what I mean? Looking respectful and everything like that. Nowadays, people don't care about no respect. They're trying to disrespect or trying to burn any bridge they can, just try to make their come up.
Right.
Exactly.
I think also with that too is you know, growing up the way I grew up, it was all about respect. You know, you took care of your family. You made sure that, you know, everything was taken care of at home. Fucking when you're with your boys, you know what I mean? It wasn't just your boys. It wasn't your crew. It wasn't your set. That was your family. You know what I mean? You guys actually had each other's backs. There was none of this disloyalty, motherfucker sneaking behind your back, disrespecting you. It was like, hey, you got a problem, let's go ahead and handle that shit real quick. Get the hands, you know what I mean? You win, you lose, you lose. Pick your ass back up, give your motherfucker a hug. Don't be sorry about that shit. Here's a brew.
And see, that's what we're talking about. Those were the days when you had to prove yourself as being a man with the hands. It wasn't about the guns. It was about the hands. So now what do we have? We have a bunch of foolish ass young people who can't fight one lick.
Yeah.
But they'll shoot like a motherfucker and they'll get everything except for their target.
Hey, but then you got these motherfucking internet gangbangers too now too.
Oh yeah.
You got motherfuckers who will go online, they be talking some shit.
Hold on
That's
one second.
That's what's killing it. Because you notice how this happens. You'll get somebody on the internet that be out there saying some stupid shit, and then guess what happened? 2-3 days, a week later, he's found shot to death. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's fooling the bullshit as far as social media. They do whatever they want to.
Okay, hold on. Because we gotta shout out the people in the goddamn comments, right? So Sparks, shout out to you. We need more OGs speaking up.
That's the homie Sparks from Local Rattle Entertainment, baby.
Yeah, I'm a boy.
That's right.
Hey, shout out to the homie Ray Guzman too. We're setting this up with us and shit, getting us linked up with the homie from Unwrapped Heat Detector. This shit is cracking.
Yeah, shout out Ray Guzman.
This show right here is called Sunday Sit Downs with the OGs, and I want y'all to like tap in with us. You know what I mean? Because this is every Sunday where we have grown man conversations.
For sure.
Oh yeah,
grown man shit. And it's like I said early on in the show, that we're not talking about this shit because we older and we mad and we're upset because these young niggas is doing. No, We're not upset. We're not like mad rappers or anything like that. We're elder statesmen who understand that the path that these motherfuckers is going down is the wrong goddamn path. Let me ask you something, Smokey.
What up?
If you wasn't smart, would you be alive today?
If what?
If you wasn't smart, would you be alive today?
Shit, probably not.
Ain't no problem. You already know.
You already know you ain't gonna be. You gonna be. I mean, technically, this is how I see it. I mean, motherfuckers who know about the game, who know the ins and outs of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They respect it, and when they respect it, I mean, granted, there's always one or two suckers or hating motherfuckers who's gonna try to take you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the most part, if you smart and you know how to do this shit, you probably go a longer way.
Right.
I mean, I'm here today, and you know, God given, I'm here today, here, you know, fucking talking about this shit, which we can actually move a younger generation and fucking try to help these motherfuckers out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I like that shit because we're not only just rapping about shit that we're doing or fucking gangbanging and shit like that. We're actually putting out a statement like, hey, this is how I was raised. This is how fucking things used to be. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we still hold ourselves that way. I got youngsters coming up to me, telling me like, hey, homie, I look up to you because you don't only just rap what you do what you say.
Right.
And when youngsters can relate to that shit and they actually fall suit, you know what I mean? Them motherfuckers are smart.
So let's be very clear what he just said. Let's be very clear with what Smokey just said. He said that he don't just rap about what he do, but he shows that he fucking does it, and that means not out there shooting motherfuckers.
Exactly.
He's talking about how he lives his life. He's talking about now. Listen, let's be very clear. We are not trying to Bible thump it, no motherfucker. We ain't trying to fucking tell you, hey man, live the straight and narrow, bro. Be a nerd, be this, be whatever the fuck you gonna be.
Exactly.
Be whatever the fuck you gonna be. But be righteous around the people that you're around. Be mindful of your elders. Be mindful of your fucking family. Be mindful of these things that matter to you before you're either 6 feet deep or you're crying in front of the judge saying, mama, help me, crying, not realizing you're
in a 6-foot cell.
For sure. Hey, sometimes back in the day when I used to be in Fort Mom, you might know about that. I don't know, homie, but anyway, sometimes when you get these youngsters going to them camps or whatnot, whenever get to the joint or whatnot, sometimes you get these youngsters that go to the camp and you want them to see a fucking level 4 yard or something so they can learn that respect before they even get there, because they think that the whole fucking shit is just fucking, you know what I mean? Just camp cupcake. And it's not like that, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. My son is gonna be 6, my daughter's gonna be 5, my son is gonna be 2. Anytime anybody sees this, they say bless you. They walk in the store when we go to King Supers and shit. They say excuse me when they walk by an elderly, whatever. They say excuse me, all that shit. You don't see that shit no more, man. But I gotta teach that shit to my kids because my kids gonna have respect. You know what I mean?
That's cool. That's right. And I salute you on that, homie, because that's what we missing nowadays. That's what we missing nowadays. See, we got too many dudes that's fully fledged gang members, and they instilling that shit in everybody's life around them, including the kids. And the kids is taking that shit and they're running with it 10 times harder than we did. You know what I'm saying? And they're not realizing that is not the fucking life.
Yeah.
And then once you get on that road, man, it's hard to get the fuck off of it.
Man,
not only that, but all these youngsters expect that fucking they deserve that everybody's gotta fucking do to what they need or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like we were raised We were raised to get our own shit, to do our own fucking shit. You know what I mean? Nowadays, everybody expects that. They're going to have the tit in their fucking mouth the whole way. I like that, man.
Yeah, see, we grew up.
I mean,
it was instilled in us.
These youngsters nowadays do not know what a fucking whooping is. You know what I mean?
No, they don't know that. And that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though.
Growing up the way I grew up,
instilled in us.
That's growing up the way I grew up, you get fucked up. You know what I mean?
That's the reason why we learn. You getting your ass kicked. But see, put it like this. Nowadays, and I'm gonna say it's because of that law. When they started that law to where your discipline became abuse, and all the kids got the knowledge of it in their head. Oh, if you touch me, I'll call the cops. Now you had a bunch of parents saying, "Oh, well, I'm gonna leave you alone." No, kick their fucking ass, because my thing was, I'm not going to feed nothing that's going to disrespect me.
Yeah, exactly.
That includes the fucking dog.
And what was the famous word? The famous words is, "I brought you in this world, I can take you out of this world."
That part. And we don't have that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Give me a second right quick. Let's give it right there. You know what I'm saying? Bring back that ass. Bring back the ass. That's what the fuck they need. I'm gonna tell you the truth. My mom was no nonsense lady, man. Rest her soul. And my mom was also the type that if I came home with a black eye, she'd ask me, you know, who did that? Like, what, you know?
Yep. And did you win?
You got your ass whooped. I'm gonna need you to go back outside and fucking, you know what I mean?
You better come home with that W.
You better come home with the W, because you know.
Because if you ain't, you gonna have a matching black motherfucking eye.
Yeah. Facts is, our whole shit in the hood depends on that victory. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Our whole shit in the hood. That's what, you know. It's so. Let's take us down a notch for a second, and let me just say something, man. Shout out to Free and fucking Smokey for jumping in here, man. It's beautiful, man, because I think that it's important. It's also very important for brown people also, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm brown my goddamn self, and but I also fool myself into believing that I'm not black by being half Puerto Rican. So I understand like both sides of everything, and it's important that we understand each other and not be thinking like fucked up shit, because we all grew up in the hood. We all understand hood mentality. We all understand what it looks like, especially being OGs. To open that refrigerator, ain't shit in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? We all understand that moms did the best that she could. Pops probably wasn't there, or whatever in the fuck, and the homies was there. But the homies that were there back in the day are not the same type of homies that they have nowadays. For sure. These motherfuckers are out of their goddamn minds. They snitching on each other. They killing each other. They doing the most ridiculously dumb shit that just takes the lid off of a real OG code, if there's one, a real street code, if there was one. Well, we already know the unwritten code.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's on this disrespectful shit nowadays. Like, everybody's trying to fucking hate on each other, burn each other. Like, that's the new respect nowadays type of deal. You know what I mean? Who can fuck somebody over the words?
The crazy thing about it is that the stupid shit that these kids is doing is getting younger and younger. Hell, I read an article today. A 10-year-old shot and killed his mother because she wouldn't buy him a virtual reality headset. This is how crazy it's getting. Understand what I'm saying? This is how crazy it's getting.
That's
like, that's crazy. 10 years old? That's crazy. And now he's being charged as an adult.
And you know what they're going to do? I'm going to get his 10-year-old ass in that adult prison, because they ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the state, because some states, no matter how you're charged, if you're charged as an adult, you're going straight to the fucking joint, my nigga. If you fucking 10, 11, 12, don't matter. You're going to the joint.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's going to have to be something. I saw somebody said in the comments, imagine giving birth to your murderer. I was like, that's crazy.
I wish my son would pull a fucking gun on. I wish any of my kids would put a gun on me. I swear before God.
See, but that's the difference though sometimes too, because you got some of these parents that are scared. You know what I mean? Like, in all reality, if my kid ever threatens the cops on me or some shit like that, I'll beat the fucking brakes off his ass even worse. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hell no. I don't give a shit. You ain't even gonna reach that telephone or any of that other shit. You know what I mean? I'll fucking beat your ass.
Yeah.
But nowadays, people are like, oh, no, you shouldn't beat little freaking Tyrone because, you know, like, I don't know, I'm good on
You
that.
need that ass kick.
Fuck all that shit. You need an ass whipping.
Yeah.
I think sometimes too is that now with this new shit too is where they're labeling it with everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
But oh, he suffers with depression. Oh, he's fucking he has Down syndrome. Oh,
everything is an excuse.
let me put this shit this way, okay? I don't give a fuck. People listening right now, you know what I mean? I was in them fucking special classes, you know what I mean?
Fuck your shit, fam.
You know what I mean? I was in special fucking ed, so I know what it is, you know?
Yeah.
But most of the time, sometimes the shit that they be speaking, I be fucking tired as fuck listening to their bullshit. Like, oh my God, what are you trying to teach me here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just an excuse. That's all it is.
This, you know what? And this is the honest truth. I learned more on the streets and from my family, from my homies and everything like that than I've learned in school. And it's not just because, you know, I want to learn about the whole history, because look at it now. Let's look at it now. The shit that they taught us back in the day to what is happening now is they're taking down fucking statues because, oh, they were racist. You get what I'm saying? That they had subliminal message, the fucking cartoons. They start deleting cartoons that we used to watch every day of our lives.
And they had the underlying homosexual shit up in there and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, all the shit that they said as growing up is basically telling us was a fucking lie.
Hey, listen, fam. I love everything we're doing, but I have got to shout out people that are in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't do this without talking to them. So shout out to Sparks because he's really hitting on some points. He says, just feel entitled. Very true. You know, because and then we'll get on that as soon as I read everything that he said. So he says these youngsters feel entitled, and I understand that because we are trying to make sure our children don't live the life that we lived, and sometimes like the way society is right now, they feel like everything is owed to them. Secondly, he says there's they've never been disciplined.
Parents scared to do some parenting.
Yeah. That's what we touched on. Now, this last one, he says society has normalized ratting, hoeing, being disloyal, and the motherfuckers got put on the shelf.
Motherfuckers get put on the shelf with the label as fake by today's standards.
See, that's
we should bring Sparks on.
Hey, Sparks got a lot of knowledge. I guarantee we could bring him on.
Sparks is fucking. That motherfucker has some wisdom.
Hey, we here every Sunday, Sparks. You can tap in next Sunday. Hey, you know what I mean?
Because this is grown man conversation. But let me just say this. This is why we do the Sunday sit down with OGs. Because real G's start standing up. And listen, for every problem, there is a goddamn answer to the problem. We ain't talking mathematics. We ain't talking 1 + 1. We ain't talking scientific shit, bro. We talking about men being men and taking back what we supposed to be doing. Some of us fuck up, yes. But some of us grow the fuck up. You feel me? And this being said, because I have made multiple mistakes in my 20s. I got kids. I got shit. I didn't know what the fuck it was to be a father because I didn't know what the fuck it was to even be a kid.
Exactly.
Goddamn fast.
I agree with that shit 100.
Yeah, so when I get to the point to where I am right now, it's like, God damn, I wish I had this mind state back then, but I can't worry about back then. What I got to worry about is right fucking now. And the importance. I told my daughter tonight. But it's so fucked up. I was taking a shower. My nephew called me. You know what I'm saying? My brother's son. He's like a son to me because my brother was fucking killed in San Diego. and I raised him and his nephew. I mean, his brother.
All right, brother.
His brother's doing double life right now.
Mm.
Okay? My other nephew, my brother's 2 fucking sons. The other nephew just got out of the joint, did 10 fucking years, got an education, trying to do better, but life still haunts him. But I'm there for him. You feel me? I call him my son. I know he's not my son. It's my brother's son. It's my nephew, but I feel like he's my fucking son because my brother died, years when he was like 5, 6 years old. But I'm also to blame. Because I had them niggas out in the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, late night, telling them they safe because everybody got their back. They was learning shit from OGs that was older than me, telling them shit in the streets. They was taking in all this lifestyle. And I'm to blame for that. And I'm trying to make better for that mistake right there. But then again, it was fucking 20s. I was 20. I was in my fucking 20s. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, brother, on that. For real. Because you know what? My little brother looked up to me and whatnot, and it sucks to say, but you know that saying, I am my brother's keeper.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like I fucking let my brother down, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, my brother fell into them drugs and shit like that and whatnot, and now this dude serving fucking life plus 140. You know what I mean? And he's only fucking 30 years old.
Jeez.
So that shit hits home too. You know what I mean? Granted, like it sucks to think, but sometimes like I can't talk to my brother, and that's you know what I mean. Some people talk to brothers and whatnot. And they can't talk to him. I can talk to mine, but it does suck. You know what I mean? Because, like in all reality, like we say, I am my brother's keeper, but I'm not my brother's keeper because I can't fucking keep him from making his own decisions. You know what I mean?
Bro, I don't mean to cut you free, but you're echoing really hard, and it's hard to decipher what you're saying because you're echoing really hard. You have to turn down your volume or something. Or whatever, because you were good a minute ago, and all of a sudden you just went into echoing, and so you got to turn the headphones, turn the volume down on whatever you're using, or something, or something.
I think it's the Smokies right here.
Okay, is that one of the?
So yeah, he muted his shit, but like I said, man, go back to the brother's keeper and everything. You know what I mean?
You got to turn it down because now it's gonna echo. Turn it down. Just turn it down a little bit, fam. And listen, we already at 30 minutes, and usually our show takes 30 minutes, but I think we're gonna push a little bit further. You know what I'm saying? Because
but like I was saying, man, like
I ain't got too much longer. I gotta get ready to get to go to work. So
yeah, but I'll stay tuned in. I'll stay tapped in. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll keep this shit the right way. So yeah, because I feel like these men have a lot to say, and there's more for them to say because it's also too like we're all trying to fucking because once somebody hits a point, everybody want to say something. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And we just gotta kind of fucking figure it out, let a motherfucker talk, let other motherfucker talk, and then we'll figure it out. But yeah, Blue, if you gotta go, you gotta go. But I think I'm gonna push a little bit more with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Isaac Morales saying 100.
There's a saying that I heard the other day that shit's crazy, right? Mm-hmm. It says, why would it be explained to a flea that honey's better than shit?
Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's powerful.
That shit right there made me think, and I sat there and really thought about that shit. I'm like, God damn, you know what? That shit is true.
Too loud. We got too much of an echo in the background. So I don't know who it is. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, shit. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man, because I gotta make some moves and shit. Get ready to go to work. But it was a pleasure talking to y'all, man, and everybody in the comments, man. It's a pleasure. Like we said, we here every Sunday. Sit down with the OGs, man. Y'all can tap in, man, and make your point of view, man, and have a real in-depth conversation with some real men, man. Because
much love to you, man. Much love.
Salute,
Much love,
man.
man. Good night. Stay blessed, brother.
Yes, sir.
Jump in the other one.
Hey, Blue, you already know what it is, fam.
Yes, sir.
Hey, tell him.
You know, tap in with you.
Hey, tell him once again how to tap in with you in any way, shape, or form.
Once again, man, I'm OG Cali Blue, aka Cadillac Chronicles. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, man. I'm all over the place doing that damn thing. You feel me? Look me up, man, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
There you go, my man's.
Hell yeah,
man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, word.
Nah, you
word.
too.
Shout out, Big Blue.
Hey, shout out to Sparks, man. He gave Cali Blue a nice shout out, man. But for real, like, you know, since we having this conversation, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this. I'm the type of motherfucker, like, once we get in, let me fix this camera. Let me fix everything right quick.
Okay.
Once we we tap into something, I feel like we got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I would say is that we give respect to each other, so we're not talking over each other, because that seemed to be like a little bit of a problem. But I listen. I had no idea you guys were gonna come in hot like this. I ain't even gonna lie, and I'm loving it. Don't get me wrong. I thought in my mind, and I'm being the most respectful way, that you guys are going to come in and just talk about your music and everything. But I love the fact that you guys tapped in immediately, you know what I'm saying, to the conversation, because I told my mans, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I told my mans, I said, man, I hope they don't get on the show. Like, they might tap in and they get on the show, and just because Free called me before, and I was like, yo, I can't really talk. I'm trying to, you know, about to go. And I said to him, I said, man, I hope they don't come in the show and just start like trying to promote, you know, shit, because this ain't that show. And I don't want to have to shut them down. You know what I'm saying? Like on some, because for real, this is the type of conversation that real men need to be having. And you know what I'm saying? All entertainment and all that shit aside, you know what I'm saying? Because it's important. It's important that even y'all's voices be heard and my voice be heard, Cali Blue's voice be heard, and to drag in that motherfuckers that probably don't even understand, that may tap in, that say to themselves, fuck, ain't nobody ever listening to me, man, and now there's an avenue for them to speak. You know what I'm saying? And have other grown-ass men talk to them, maybe help them, because this is important, because some men don't know how to be men. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave that one out there in the open, so y'all go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, say something.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, just real quick. Yeah, I mean, you explained it to us pretty much right now what it was on the whole, you know what I mean, on the subject. So I don't. In all reality, I don't have to sit here and use this to try to represent my music, because it goes deeper. It goes deeper than the music, though. You know what I mean? It goes deeper than the music.
Absolutely, and I respect
because
you the whole general. You the whole general anyways. We had this conversation the other night. You the whole general anyways. So it's like, you got troops, you got motherfuckers, and I think like it's important for them to hear you speak this way. Man, not saying you don't do it.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like, in all reality, like shit, homie, like the way we're talking right now, in all reality, like my kids and shit, I ain't trying to get my kids to be gangbanging and doing the same stupid shit that I was doing. In all reality, because shit, I want them to be better than me. I want them to fucking go farther than me. You know what I mean? I was fucking youngster acting stupid, fucking getting caught up, doing all kinds of stupid shit, and you know, in and out of juvie, in and out of fucking county jail, then the prison, all that shit like that. I don't want my kids to follow my shit. You know what I mean? So if I can give any kind of guidance to any youngster out there, you know what I mean? For real, stay on that motherfucking right track. Do what you need to do in school, for reals, because you don't want to live this life. You don't. For real. And that's 100. Like fucking Spark will tell you, fucking Smokey will tell you, OG right here fucking will tell you, fucking any real OG will tell you, homie, do right, don't do wrong, because this shit does not lead to a good fucking ending. You know what I mean? Granted, I'm glad that we woke up.
As a general, why don't you read what Sparks just said right now? Because I think that's amazing what he just said.
Yeah.
Read what
The colleagues that us grown men need to be speaking on, for the simple fact that there's too many out there who never had anyone to teach them or show them. Us as men need to fulfill that, and that's 100 right there. Like I said, man, fucking Sparks.
Listen, is that your guy? That's your guy.
Yep.
That's my motherfucker right there. That's all. That
I'm gonna tell you something, Spark. If you listening, fam, I'm gonna get you on this show. Not this show. I'm gonna get you on my Unwrapped show, bro.
Next weekend, get him in.
December 30th. Because listen, as crazy as I may be on the both shows, I got other shows in the works and shit. We gonna talk about that kind of shit, but I like his thinking, and I would love to pick his brain. You feel me?
Sparks is a cold motherfucker right there.
Because see, unfortunately, I lived in Colorado, and I lived in LA. I was born in Oakland. I lived in New York. Colorado was a different fucking animal. Now, am I saying is it the scariest place ever? Fuck no. But one thing's for certain. If you have any melanin in your skin, they out to get you. They're truly out to get you. And they want you in their penal system. They want you locked up. They want you to go through DRDC. They want to put your ass, they want to fuck up your family because what people don't understand is that Colorado, and I'm not trying to get all political or nothing, but I'm just going to say this. People love Colorado because to me, the first time I went to Colorado, it felt like a Gap commercial gone wrong. It was just like so many white people wearing fucking Gap clothes and shit. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? And for those small towns like Fort Collins and some of these other, Boulder or whatever in the fuck, it's like you see the same shit at every fucking place. And the crazy part is Denver, being the main fucking city, is pretty much the same as all the small towns.
Yep.
Except for the underlying belly of fucking gangster shit that does happen. But they sweep it under the rug because they don't want people to think, because Colorado is one of those places they want you to fucking retire to.
Yep.
So they don't talk about
we got a saying here in Colorado. Come on vacation, leave on probation. If you stay, you're pending revocation, baby.
I'm going to tell you right now, I went there with the thoughts, because my mother had moved there because my family was from there in Wyoming on my mom's side. You know what I'm saying? And I went there because some other shit. I'll get into that another episode. That's a whole nother episode. You feel me? But I went there with the intent of only being there for a fucking month. 8 years later, you feel me? I'm in a joint. Never had felonies until I got there. Like, the felonies don't even exist in other states. They ain't even felonies.
Yep.
As soon as I got off paper, man, I mean, listen, 2 kids, fucking 4 felonies later, damn near 7 years all collectively locked up out of the 8 that I was there. The fuck out of here. I told my wife, who's my wife now, I told her right now, I was like, shit, I'm off paper and everything. I'm the fuck up out of here. You either following me, because I'm going back to New York, or you know what I'm saying, I ended up coming here to Chicago because my sister lived here in Chicago, but I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's too much for me. They're going to put me under the goddamn prison. You feel me? But and so I understand like how where y'all come from, and the struggles that you got to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These super blue-eyed cops, these super, you know what I'm saying, trying to get you locked up or plea bargaining the fuck out of your ass before
Oh,
you
these
know.
motherfuckers will pull you over for anything over here. They'll pull you over and mistake you for somebody else and be like, "Oh, we thought you were such and such." But what's your name anyways? Let me go ahead and check if you got, criminal background.
My man, I need to mute him right quick. I need to mute Free right quick because he is the most. I had to mute him real quick. I'm gonna put him back on. Hey, Free, I had to mute you because there's way too many people talking. We can't hear. You know what I'm saying, Smokey.
Oh, he's good now. I think he went to the restroom.
I got him back on.
My bad. I had to go get my charger. My shit's at like 5, so I had to go get my charger. Me and Smokey,
but like with the cops wise, like these motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Like and I'm gonna put this like this, over here it's more, and I know it's a lot of places actually, it's fucking shoot first, then ask questions. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because these motherfuckers shot my homie in cold blood. Shot him in the motherfucking dumpster because they thought he had a gun when it was a fucking cologne bottle.
See?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I'm talking about the cops. You know what I mean? Like, and me.
We call them police out here. Nigga. We don't call them cops. Fucking police.
Oh yeah, we call them everything but police. You know what I mean? We call them fucking. We call them everything but that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's fucked up. It's fucked up to say that that we can't even trust these motherfuckers that are supposed to be peace officers. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what they're supposed to be called, is peace officers.
Right. Now, and here's the thing, bro. This is what we got to start educating our kids on, and even youngsters that are maybe even out there doing a little dirt. Understand certain rights that you have when you get pulled over. You don't have to roll your window down. You don't have to do shit. They got to tell you certain information before they do anything. You know what I mean? They got to tell you exactly why you've been pulled over. They've got to, are you being detained? Am I being detained? And if I'm being detained, and if you pull me over for a fucking taillight, you shouldn't be asking me, how to get in my fucking car and search my car. You don't have to do none of this kind of shit, but they have to be really trained on what their rights are, instead of just blurting out, "I know my rights." You know what I mean? Because the cops pretty much know you probably don't know what the fuck you talking about, and they don't take advantage of. But if you understand and know what your rights are as a civilian driving your car to a destination, get pulled over for whatever the fuck, tail light or traffic. If it's a traffic violation, the only thing they need to know, first of all, you need to know why you're being pulled over. If they can't tell you, then you don't have to roll your window down. Be able to have a conversation with them with the window rolled that much. You ain't got to roll it down crazy. You ain't got to get out of your car. You don't have to do none of that shit. You understand?
The bullshit is when they're like, "Oh, suspicious. You're being suspicious."
Suspicion of what?
That's what they use, though, just to fucking try to get your ass.
The right that a person should know is, if you pull me over and you say, because the first thing that they say, the reason I pulled you over for, right? You got a broken taillight or whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck, right? And let's be very clear. Do not tell them your name when they walk up and they ask you, "Are you so-and-so in the car?" Because they have license plate reader, and if you're a motherfucker in the car and you don't have a license and you don't have shit, they're gonna already do shit. But you don't have to tell them. What they're supposed to tell you is what they pulled you over for first. If you can't tell me that, I ain't telling you my name.
Yeah.
And I have a right.
Everybody needs to know their rights, because the justice system is not just here, but other major cities as well are not about serving justice. Or system is broken and revolves around money.
Shout out Sparks. He get it. He understands it. Not saying y'all don't, but he gets it. And this is the kind of shit that I need, and we all should need everybody to hear. You know what I'm saying? Not just the justice system's fucked up, but let's understand why it's fucked up and why it's pointed and only directed towards people of color.
It's because it is only based off of money. All we are is the considered number and the fucking bank statement. That's what it really is. If we really look at everything that happens, 99% of what happens to our races or what's going on with our cities, let's be honest, you know what I mean? Like every corner that you turn to, what is there usually? A liquor store or a cigarette store.
Right.
Why? Because they generate that for us because they feel like that's all we do. They feel like if we can spend our money doing that shit, going over, getting us for, intoxication or people who don't know how to handle their liquor, ghostmen who don't know how to do shit like that, or even if you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, motherfuckers are going to be over there.
Let me enlighten you on something. There is no such thing. That is a colonizer's thing. There's no such thing as the wrong place at the wrong time, unless you're the one catching the bullet.
Exactly.
No.
Well, it's just how they say it. If you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, nah, you're always there because they're always going to hem you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not even about being at the wrong place at the wrong time. They gonna get you. They're gonna get you.
We got Ray Guzman. Ray Guzman in the comments. He said modern day slave trade. He's absolutely kind of right in an extent. He's kind of right. It is profiling. It is people of color. Yeah, because they don't profile fucking white people. You know what I'm saying? They only profile the brown and the black. And trust me, I've got it from every fucking angle, man. I promise you.
Who be doing them school shootings though?
Let me tell you something, bro. When I came to Colorado, it was only certain motherfuckers that saw me for what my nationality really is, and they would come up and just speak Spanish to me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Those motherfuckers that never been outside of Colorado or whatever, they don't know what the fuck a Puerto Rican is. They only know Mexican or white or blacks. And the blacks that they know ain't even like real niggas. Because real niggas that go to fucking Colorado understand like, oh shit, let me get the fuck up out of this motherfucker. Because this shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't that. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And you know what I'm saying? Like even myself, like even like I told my mother one time I was locked up in Fort Collins County Jail, and she was like, "I don't understand why you don't like it here." I said, "Mom, listen. In the city, people that look like me understand who I am. Here, I got 1-2 options. That's it." And it's either being black or Latino, and I grew up Latino. You know what I'm saying? So how can I identify? I identify with blacks because I grew up in fucking hoods. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas be on that shit. You know what I mean? Real talk. You know what I mean? So you emulate a little bit, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I even have black friends that be like, "Hey man, you can't say niggas, man." I'm like, "Man, fuck you." You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I grew up with
back in them days though, that shit was lovely to have fucking LCDC homie from Fort Collins because you can go to programs and shit like that. When you're in Wild County over here in Greeley and shit, you can't go nowhere. You stuck. They bring that program to you, and that's it. You get a little fucking box for rent and all that shit. That's it.
Let me tell you how that program works in Colorado. They let you out, right? Oh, you're in a program. You got to pay for it. Oh, also too, guess what? You got to pay for your piss test. You got to pay for all of these other things. You got to pay for your counseling. And on top of that, you gotta have a job that's gonna let you leave. Fucking, I don't even know how many times a week to do this shit and come back.
I'm talking about inside the county jail, though, bro.
It's a no-win situation.
And just right now, what he said now says the minority of minorities are uneducated when it comes to our rights. We're also quick to anger, so it makes us easy targets. We're our worst enemy.
Who in the fuck? I need to talk to this nigga. Who in the fuck is Sparks? I love
That's
it.
the homie
Sparks.
right there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, put him on. Bring him on.
I told you to fucking add him.
Bro, he need to tap in right now. Bro, Sparks, you something else. Bro.
Sparks, tap in, homie.
Tap
You
in,
right up
Sparks.
my alley. I promise you right up my alley, bro, because
This
I am
motherfucker. Oh,
that guy. When it comes to this kind of shit, I'm that guy. And this is why this podcast in particular is important. You know what I'm saying? The Sunday sit downs with these is so fucking important.
hey,
This is the
once you talk to Sparks,
motherfuckers talk that real shit, and somebody like Sparks who's talking real educated shit. Because sometimes, and I ain't saying y'all ain't saying anything, sometimes I feel like the only motherfucker that really gets it. You know what I'm saying? I respect y'all because y'all came in hot, y'all came in ready.
hey,
But
once you talk to Sparks, you're gonna make him the fucking co-host.
I don't know
I mean,
who that guy is.
Hey,
you're gonna make him
let
the
me put it this way,
co-host.
Kay.
My boy.
Hey, the homie Sparks, I've known Sparks for years now. I've known Sparks for years now. Me and him have a lot of conversations, and let me tell you something.
Your man's got me on one.
Hey, he with it. Hopefully he can tap in right now. Hey, Sparks, try to tap in, my homie.
Tap in, Sparks. Hey,
I want to hear him speak. Talk your shit,
Smokey,
man.
tell him how to do it.
Come on, I don't need nobody tell me how to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I want to
No,
hear him
I'm
speak.
saying, I'm telling Smokey how to tell Sparks how to get on the whole join thing.
Mm-hmm.
How to tap into the live feed right now.
Yep. Tell him how to do it.
The YouTube shit. If you got to scroll all the way up, you'll see a link. Hit that link and tap in, fam.
Hey, heat detector.
What's cracking?
You used to wear one of those?
Huh?
You used to wear one of those?
Remember what I told you in my back in my room?
Hold up. I got my shit in my pocket.
I should have brought all my shit too.
Like CDOC.
Look, you got
Yeah, that camera too light. So there he is.
Damn. That was DRDC.
Hey, and that's the original one from DRDC too, huh?
Yeah. That's why I said that. He got his own jumpsuit. You know that was DRDC.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Stop playing with me. I see. Here's the thing. Like when it comes to like really putting this shit down, like you know, when you get past certain shit in life, right? You got to start thinking like, okay, how can I make my life mean something? You know what I'm saying? Like it can't be just music. It can't be like how can you like you got to get to a point in your life. I feel like as a man. How can I do something outside of my family? Maybe even help somebody else do something. You know, you got to do something. You got to feel like your life is fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think we all struggle with that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's important that we come together. You know what I'm saying? Especially as people of melanin, we come together and we figure this shit out and we talk about it and we find solutions. You know what I'm saying? And we find things that are centered, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And then we all come together after that and make something really big happen. You feel me?
Yeah.
Make something big happen. Fuck a turkey giveaway. Let's have a whole let's get a stadium of motherfuckers and let's make a real movement. You feel me? This is the importance of the Sunday sit down. Does that make sense? Or am I just
I believe I get what you're saying, and it's a whole movement to lure our people the right way. It's to re-educate the ones who don't have that knowledge, the ones that are still trying to understand the whole meaning of what we stand for or what our people have been going through for years. It's not just from right now to back in the 70s or the 80s. I mean, shit. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit more. You know what I mean? For our ancestors who had to, cross rivers or fucking, cross what.
Hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a goddamn minute. I'm sorry, bro. But goddamn, we got Sparks in the goddamn building.
Here he comes.
We got Sparks in the goddamn building. Hey, he can hear me. He can hear me, but he can hear y'all. But he can't. Now, hold on, Sparks. Let me give you a proper introduction. For those of y'all watching right now, or may watch later, as we're going through this entire thing, having the Sunday sit-downs with the OGs, one of their homies, unbeknownst to me, starts chiming in. And the craziest part about it is, like, so when we think of the internet and we think of shit, we think of motherfuckers just saying random ass shit and just talking crazy. This motherfucker started talking real shit, and I'm
knowledge.
And I'm like, oh fuck, goddamn. And so he's here right now, and I'm gonna hey Sparks, bro. We're gonna have to talk, bro. We're gonna have to exchange numbers, do something. We're gonna have to talk. But here he is. Sparks is on the
What's up, my homie?
Hey, did you do some push-ups, homie?
I fucked up. Hold on, let me get back on my shit. God damn, like I can't even see anything right now. I just hit the wrong shit, bro. Rolled up. There we go. Sparks, listen. Let me tell you something. Let me give you your flowers right now, bro. I don't know you, my mans, but I will tell you this. Your mind is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And you are speaking volumes, brother. You are speaking volumes. And even by looking at you, I'm sure people may say, yeah, fuck this dude. But what they are not understanding is what you came into the comments. And let me ask you this. I know these is your homies. They've been praising you since you started jumping in the comments, right? I don't know you, but I'm low-key inspired by you, bro. And see, I think that sometimes, you know, how life is and whatever, we don't even understand that we are capable of inspiring other people. Maybe sometimes it's because we're not given the right platform or, you know, insecurities or whatever. But the fact that you were, you know, I'm really amazed at the fact that you're really speaking on some real shit. And I don't think people understand, because I understand the realities of some of these things you're saying. I understand, you know, from an old school perspective. I understand it. I understand it from a constitutional side of some of the things you've been saying, and it just kind of blows my mind. Not really, but kind of, because I didn't see you coming. You know what I'm saying? And some of us as G's, we like to think we know when shit's happening. We know when things are coming. You know what I'm saying? We like to be 10 toes down. And you're a different animal, bro. And let me just ask you before we even get into anything, because I know these two niggas right here, they can't wait. I know they can't. They're hyenas right now. Can't wait to tap in with you right now. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But okay. Besides them, what made you tap in, and what prompted you to say the things that you said? Because clearly everybody can see them, and these are not coming from an uneducated standpoint. What made you tap in, bro? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Oh shit, fam! Turn your goddamn mic on.
Your microphone.
Turn your mic on, fam. You might have to tap out, tap back in, and make sure the mic is on. Because your boys they drooling at the mouth right now. They can't wait for you to tap in. You feel me? I love it.
Let's hit.
There it is.
Hey, big fam. My boy always has his own little live fucking footages of where he's be speaking that knowledge to all these youngsters too on his own Facebook Live and shit. That's why this motherfucker, homie, like this fool is dope as fuck. I love this motherfucker like a brother. You know what I mean? We all love each other like a brother. But yeah, for real, right here, like Sparks is a real one, for real, for real. Sparks is a real motherfucker right there.
I see it, man, and I'm excited to talk to him. He gotta pull that fucking Sparks. If you can still hear, because I can see him, he's still in, but he got go all the way out, come back in, go all the way out, come back in. Just
I'm all the way up.
Come back, go all the way out.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But man,
All
damn.
the way back in.
I'm gonna tell you, man, and shout out to Ray. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah! Shout out to motherfucking Ray for putting Loco Rado Entertainment in the motherfucking building.
Uh-huh.
Y'all motherfuckers surprised me for real, and I can't wait to interview you guys on the Unwrap show, because I know that's going to be up, and that's when you can talk all your music shit, say, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We don't get into all that shit, but listen, I'm really happy y'all came in on this show, because y'all really put it down, and I really feel like maybe because the whole point of this whole shit is to possibly at least reach one motherfucker that ain't doing something goofy, that stops him from doing the goofy. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna reach 100. Watch, we're gonna reach 100 of these youngsters. Let them know for real that.
There he is. Sparks, what's
y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Yep.
Yeah, my boy Sparks.
There you go.
Before they get excited, talk to me about what without saying the wrong shit, but what sparks you to fucking say shit? You know what I'm saying? Because you really make a solid points on a lot of shit, and what sparked you besides your homies being on the show? What really sparked you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, check it out. I got turned on to your show. Was it last Sunday? My cousin Ray told me about you, so I tapped in last Sunday. Caught like the little end of it, but
gratitude.
And this is something that I do also on Facebook. This is a message that I try to push out because I've been there, I lived it, and what I speak about it's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is reality.
Yes, sir.
This is what's going on in the world today.
Yeah.
Like this is what's normal in our society is. You got your Tekashis out here. It's okay to be a rat. It's glorified. It's glorified for females to run through motherfuckers, even for dudes to run through females, to be a hoe,
to be sexually objectified.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's use the right word. Let's use the right words, because we don't want white people coming in here going
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Being disloyal, like all that stuff is normalized in today's society, and that's what's being taught to the younger generation, and that's why I said that it's our responsibility as men, as grown ass men, because
grown ass men,
these people don't got nobody else teaching them. They're just going off of what they see. They ain't got nobody telling them what's right, what's wrong, and they're just allowing it to happen. People are just allowing it to happen. Let me ask you, Sparks. Let me ask you, where you originally from? And you give us a little background on you, so motherfuckers that may be tuning in right now or may tune in later, that understand that you're not just speaking from, you know what I'm saying, a couch potato or a goddamn couch quarterback type shit. Like, talk to the people and let them know where you come from and why your word should be as valid as it should. All right. Well, I'm born and raised right here in Fort Collins, Colorado. Larimer County, tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably was locked up with you. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You probably was, homie. You probably was. That's basically been my story. It's the same as a lot of other people out here in Colorado. Grew up rough, grew up gangbanging, grew up in the streets.
Do you know Mario Diaz? Do you know Mario Diaz?
I do. Yes, I do, homie.
That's my brother-in-law.
Oh no, shit. Shout out Mario.
Yeah. I've been married to his sister, man. We've been together almost 26 years.
That's what's up. Congratulations, homie.
Yeah, man. This shit, you ain't gotta congratulate me, nigga. That was a struggle to get where we are.
Hey, bro, but I do gotta, because I don't see
fuck out of here
that last that long anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know it takes a strong one to hold on to something like
and
that.
Mario is my little bro. Mario is my little bro. Like I love him. Like we came from the same vagina. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel
and I don't give a fuck who likes him, who doesn't like him. You know what I mean? I know him as a person. I know the deepest, darkest secrets of that young man, and I ain't gonna put him out there like that. But I'm just saying, I love that motherfucker. You know what I mean? I helped raise that motherfucker. If you think how old he is now, and when I met him, he was a teenager who was also misguided.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I gave, you know, he tells me all the time, and this is his words. If it wasn't for me, he'd probably be dead. If it wasn't for me, he don't know where in the fuck he would be at. But work ethic and shit like that, I taught him. And things in life, I taught him. Some of them I'm not proud of, but some of them still stuck with his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's a different man than what he was back in the day when he was a child. And he sees things differently. And this is what is important. I didn't even know it was important. I didn't even know the motherfucker even saw me like that. It took years of him telling me, man, if it wasn't for you. And I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. You know, I'm just nodding it. You know, I'm doing this shit like, yeah, get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Not knowing that he was really saying what he was saying from his heart. Like, if it wasn't for you standing up, because I didn't have a father figure, and you're older than me, and you taught me how to be a man. You got me out of them Jinko jeans and fucking all this other bullshit and wearing hairnets to cleaning up my act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to wearing clothes that, you know what I mean? Because I used to tell him all the time, like, people are gonna judge you by how they see you immediately.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Regardless of how smart you are. Like my man Sparks, you got tattoos. Everybody got tattoos. I got tattoos. Right. But before we got to it's normalized now.
Right.
It wasn't.
We was judged.
And so you automatically put in the category if you had tattoos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in Colorado.
Oh man. Yeah. Bad out here.
I gotta say this. I hate y'all state every time I go there, man. And we go there at least a couple times a year. You know, we got family and shit out there. I got family out there. And every time I go there, I get nervous. Because I just, you know, I had a bad experience there. I left there with felonies. I left there after, you know, did damn near 7 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? All collectively. It's a lot out there. And so I commend y'all brothers being out there and having to deal with that kind of shit on a daily basis, because it's different. People don't understand how different it is. Maybe in Utah they understand it because it's all white, and if you're a minority, they want to keep that state being the state of, you know, hey, you can come here and fucking retire and do all this
right.
shit. You know what I mean?
Advertise it as that, like it's a beautiful state for people to come raise their families in.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we got the manager Ray Guzman in the fucking building. He's saying that's one badass man. Target. Hey, hey, listen, Ray. Thank you so much for putting me in tune with these guys, man. These guys are amazing as fuck, and I can't wait to interview all of them separately. And I already know what's gonna happen. This shit's gonna be ridiculous, and I love it. Sparky, we got to talk. Because I need to have a show with you. I got a platform already, man. We can make a whole goddamn show with you, bro.
I'm all for
it. That's no disrespect to y'all, bro. But your man's, he on a different level. I'm just gonna say that.
I'm telling you right now, homie. You need to fucking have him as your sidekick on the fucking Sunday show for real. Bro, because this motherfucker, like I told you before, this motherfucker has his own Facebooks of like people getting clean, getting fucking right. Like for real, because we all come from a dark side to where people was getting high, people was doing this, doing that, and whatnot. And You know what I mean? So, like, this motherfucker has been like a real G and fucking stepping out of the whole addiction and all this shit, trying to figure out how to do it right, how to produce all these little youngsters to fucking do it right. And you know what I mean? To try to fucking guide them right. That's my boy Sparks right there.
I see his vision, man. I really see it. I actually see all of y'all vision.
Sparks, motherfucker.
I ain't even going front. I see all of y'all vision. I didn't expect this. I really didn't. I'm going to be very honest. I really didn't expect this.
Unexpected.
I'm highly enlightened right now, and I love it. So let's build
you know what?
That. You know what I'm saying?
You know why, my G? Because we're like the Colorado weather. We're unexpected.
Facts. So let me ask you guys a real quick question. And this goes for all of you. How did you guys meet? And then, you know what I'm saying? Free, we already know you the general. So maybe you put all this together. I don't know. Maybe Sparks was one of the ones who put it all together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Smokey put everybody together. I don't know. But like tell me like how it kind of went down. As far as the collective. Don't tell me about the because my man's already got the hat on. The hat is already telling everybody everything. Local Rado.
Yeah. That's why I was telling you earlier, homie. That's why I was telling you earlier. We don't gotta fucking say nothing.
I get it. Because at the end of the show, I want everybody to know how to find all of y'all. So we'll save that at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to know how y'all. You know,
I'm about to tell you right now.
There's always got to be one guy. Somebody's got to be in charge. But then there's also one guy that says, hey, I know this motherfucker. I know that motherfucker. And then there's one guy that says, hey, wait a minute. I have knowledge on this. Well, how about y'all start doing this, man? Stop making raps like this. Start doing this, you know, or whatever in the fuck. I know how this shit works, but, give the people a little, background message.
So,
and I'm going to start with the general. We're going to start with you.
Like I said, brother.
We're going to go to Smokey, and then we're going to go to Sparks.
For sure. Like I said, first off, started with Local Rado Entertainment. Started out with me. I was by myself. I was doing my own thing. You know what I mean? And I always kept on pushing this movement for a long ass fucking time, right?
Yeah.
Smokey I met that fool back in, I think it was 2010 in county jail. Right. And me and this motherfucker, no, it was 2009 actually. And so me and him started chopping it up, whatever, this and this and that. Anyways, became good homies and whatnot, this and this and that. Okay, so I've always been pushing my own label because I didn't want to be under nobody else's shit. Like, I don't want to be under nobody else's nothing because I'm pushing Local Rado Entertainment. Didn't matter if I was alone or whatever it may be, whatever, okay?
Yeah.
So then, how many years ago was that, Smokey? That when I think it was 3 years ago, 2018. I had dropped an album. I had dropped an album release, and then I told Smokey if he was down with it. He said he was down with it. Boom, we made him a member of Local Rado Entertainment. But then shortly after that, he got locked up. And then, so then time goes by. He gets out. He sees what the fuck I've been doing. I've been pushing shows. I've been doing my own shit. Like, you know what I mean? Getting shit cracking. You know what I mean? Because I have to do it. You know what I mean? I have to push my own shit. So then Smokey sees my shit and he's like, yo, I'm about to jump back in. Shit, we about to get this shit cracking. And then after that, he helps me get everybody else in line to where we have a fucking big ass team now. You know what I mean?
Right, I want to say something real quick. Let's not get into detail because we don't want to fuck up the shows that we're going to do when we interview you. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of skim across the top. You know, you feel me? I'm not trying to stop you from talking. I'm just saying,
good. You're good.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I'm gonna tell you right now, like just real quick, not trying to cut you off, but we a big ass movement right now. And right now, fucking Colorado better watch out because we're fucking coming on me and we're fucking taking over this motherfucker. You can ask all three of my soldiers that are on here right now. Like for real, we got it all rounded out to where we bring to the table everything and anything, and ain't nobody can fucking hate on us. If they're gonna hate on us, well, fucking hate on us because we're doing better moves than you are. For real. Like
Hate in this day and age that we live in. Hate is good because it brings movement. So let's go to Smokey right quick. Smokey, you hear him now. One of the things that I want to tap in right quick with both of y'all, with you Smokey and with you Sparks, is that it's hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying, to be involved with a movement and understanding your position. You feel me? Because you heard the expression, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. You know what I'm saying?
Too many trying to be chiefs.
Yeah. So if everybody understands their position and they understand that they're going to get their time to shine, and I'm going to start with you, Smokey. Do you understand your position? I don't know your position. I'm saying, do you understand your position within, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing?
Yeah, so right now, you know what I'm saying, like I'm the captain.
But he's the general.
Yeah. That's the homie. The homie's the general. I'm the captain. You know what I mean? The homie's the general. I'm the captain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got mad delay right now with you.
Homie's the general. I'm the captain. You know what I mean? Hold on.
Yeah, we got mad delay right now.
Oh, real quick.
Don't worry, Spark. We coming to you. We asking you something. Don't worry, bro. I can't wait to fucking tap in with you. Don't worry, bro. I can't wait to fucking tap in with you.
Okay,
Smoke, you gotta turn that volume down. There you go.
Oh no, it was the homie. His broadcast went out.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm the captain or whatever, but at the same time, like I fuck with my whole team. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like, regardless of what my position is I'm the hype man. I'm trying to get everybody on the same team. I'm trying to get everybody with the program, because at the end of the day, we all eating, and that's my motivation right there. Is that we all eat, we all grind, we all shine at the same time. I want all of our team, not just one of my teammates, but all of us, that we're made, that we're known. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the position, I don't really think that it's a harder position. I think that, you know, where I stand is, you know, I'm with my team.
Yeah, but I say that, and I ask those questions because, you know, the chain is only as strong as the weakest link.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, like when you have a team, you got a guy who says, I'm the fucking general. Now, some people don't like order like that. Some people don't like being under someone. Some people feel like they need to be, and this goes back to the whole conversation that we were having earlier about how motherfuckers are nowadays. Everybody thinks they deserve the shine.
We get it.
Not everybody does.
Okay, but here's the thing though, okay? Regardless of the names, let's go ahead and put the names to the side, okay?
Okay.
When you see Local Rattle Entertainment, you don't only see the general.
Right.
You don't only see the captain.
You see the squad.
When you see Local Rattle Entertainment, you see each and every one of us, because we all rep the same spot.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that because there are people, and listen, this goes back to what we was talking about earlier, which we need to keep always in context for the Sunday sit-downs with the G's. Because when you have an OG that says, hey, listen, I got my movement. This is what I want to do, and I'm bringing in these motherfuckers, and everybody needs to know their position. Don't worry, I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna make this, and that. But some people think they should shine more than the rest.
Well, see, we don't really. I don't think we have that problem.
Okay.
Not the same people.
Yeah, I don't think we have that problem within our group, because normally when we need to discuss something, we all come together and we all have we have opinions, we have anything like that. You know what I mean? We all put them in together and we all talk about it. You know what I mean? So
within any successful, let's think about this. With any successful company or conglomerate or anything, there has to be a CEO, there has to be a CFO, there has to be, everybody has to know their position. That's what I'm saying. And nowadays we do know that these young motherfuckers don't understand that type shit. This is what I'm alluding to. This is why I'm asking you, because I'm not talking about you guys' label, because I'll wait for that. Excuse me, for the interview. You know what I mean? On another show. But what I'm really trying to get at is like the youngsters and how you gotta, like, how the CEOs gotta reel the youngsters in. Because I know y'all got youngsters on your team that you're trying to mold and put in and make them make good music and shit like that. This is my thought. I don't know. Maybe you don't. But it would behoove me if I didn't ask the question, and it would behoove me to even think that y'all would just be like, okay, here's our team, that's it, and not take in youngsters. But then doesn't the responsibility lie on y'all to tell these youngsters what y'all real purpose is and what y'all real shit is? The wave, or do you? I told you, Free. I told you, I'm gonna ask the dangerous questions. Or do you ride the wave and let the gangsters talk?
You good on that? You good on that, homie? Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, I ain't even lie to you. Like, me personally,
do you put them in check and say, this is not what we on? If you're gonna be down with this team, this is what you got to do. Send a message.
Oh yeah, that's 100 all day for all that fucking bullshit. Like, I don't condone no fucking bullshit. I don't. Like, I got one fucking member that's like, you know what I mean, that brings a little fucking hater to the fucking crew and whatnot, and that shit. I'm professional on my shit. So you're not going to bring that fucking people to my fucking shows, because I don't want it to be negative at my shows, period, point blank. Because if not, we don't eat, we don't get booked, we don't get shit like that. Because we're not here to fight. We're not here to fucking act stupid. We're here to fucking do a show. That's what we're here to do.
Facts. Sounding
right,
exactly like sounding exactly like a true general should sound. Now let me get to Sparky real quick. How do you fit in? How do you see yourself fitting in with this group, this clan, this mob, this whatever you want to call it? You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? If y'all a mob, be a mob. You know what I'm saying? Like, but where do you see yourself fitting in?
Dude, honestly, I feel like I am the youngster coming in, because even though I've been rapping for years, since I was 12 years old, I'm not really educated on music and how to put it out there. And Free, he's been showing me and he's been helping me on it. Like, instead of just jumping on a YouTube beat, he's like, homie, why don't you buy your own beat so you can make money off of it? Man,
stop playing. I be telling motherfuckers that shit all the time. Like, stop taking beats off fucking YouTube, because if they're gonna come for their money if the shit blows up.
Right.
And they're gonna rape you. They're gonna rape you for everything.
Right. So like, in that sense, I feel like I am the youngster, because they're schooling me on it, because they've been doing this music.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? How old are you, bro? If you don't mind me asking, I don't mean to cut you, but I mean, how old are you?
I'm 34, homie. I'll be 35 in January.
Man, you a G.
You know what I mean? I've been doing this shit for a long time.
I respect the fact that you see yourself as the youngsters to the older elders, because this is what we've been talking about. You feel me?
Right.
But that motherfucker's a G though.
Yeah, all day. But go ahead, fam. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but go ahead.
But yeah, so like in that sense, Free and Smokey, they help navigate me through this. Like, we got this show coming up on Friday. This is gonna be my first show that I've ever performed out here on the outs, and I'm excited. And they're showing me
that
how.
Nigga said, first of all, stop. That nigga said on the outs.
Yeah, hey, I was really
fresh out the joint. Wait a minute, my man is fresh out the joint, because you fucked up when you said that one right there. He said on the outs. You know what I mean? I love it.
So
yeah, this twerking shows in the joint.
I'm excited to do this shit, but they're like they're showing me and they're navigating me whenever I go over there, and they're showing me like, this is how the set's gonna be. This is who's coming out first. This is the position you're playing. This is where you're at. And I'm a hands-on person, so being able to have somebody take the time and show me like that, man, I give mad shout outs to both of these.
Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear on something. Okay, because besides the fact that you're rapping and doing whatever, like, the key shit is that your brain works a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, and I say that with the utmost respect, because you're saying shit for a motherfucker your age. Shit, like, most motherfuckers that been in the joint, got face tattoos, whatever. If we have them sitting here talking, they're gonna sound like idiots.
Show your face.
They're gonna sound like idiots. You know what I mean? And you really went through your comments, got you. I mean, you could have tapped in any time. That's facts. You could have tapped in any time, but the fact that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you were a little shy or something. You know what I mean? That's no disrespect or saying you're like soft or anything. It's just maybe you just didn't want to be seen and be heard like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, whatever in the fuck the case may be. But the fact of the matter is, let's be very clear. There's something going on in your mind right now, bro, where you're thinking different. And let me ask you, shit, I don't want, see, this is what I don't want to do. I don't want to fuck up the interviews, you know what I'm saying, with you guys, because, you know what I'm saying, I want to interview you guys on another fucking show, but I need to keep this show. It's supposed to be a fucking 30-minute show, and I'm already at an hour and a half. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it's so entertaining, but at the same time, you guys really brought something here to the table. And I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, shout out to Ray Guzman.
Shout out to the three.
Motherfucking Ray.
Shout out to Ray, because he told me that I was going to be expecting something very different. And he said this shit. And let me tell you something, man. That guy goes hard for you guys. No homo. He goes hard for you. Pause. You know what I'm saying? He believes in what you guys are doing, and he told me, talk to these guys and you'll see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ray, because this time he really did it. He ain't really getting before that, because sometimes Ray be talking, and I don't even be knowing what the fuck he's saying half the time. but the one thing he stayed focused on, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. One thing he stayed focused on is you guys. And you know, because I told him, I said, man, hey man, stop posting the shit on my timeline. Because none of it means anything if I can't reach out to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what sparked the conversation with me and Free and motherfucking Smokey, and you know what I'm saying? And this is what landed the shit right here, because if not, I don't even know what the fuck Ray's doing. I'm telling him, I'm like, oh, why you keep, I just want you to see him, homie. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, bro. But if I can't have contact with them and talk to them, then maybe they don't understand what the fuck is going on and what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
You feel me? and to keep
That's the
everything back on
motherfucker
point,
Ray,
you know
dude.
what I'm saying? To keep to keep everything back on point, you know, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be a little long-winded, so bear with me, okay? Because I'm already at an hour and 32 minutes, man, and you guys have been
Fuck
nothing.
it, we'll do it 2 hours and then we'll call it good enough.
Now, first of all, you're the general of that.
We'll do 2.5, I guess.
You ain't the general of me. I say what I do here. But
we'll do 2.5 hours then.
I love that two generals can talk. And guess what? I'll do that. I'll run that. I'll run that 2-hour joint for you. You know what I'm saying? I'll run that 2-hour joint for you. But I still got to I got to still finish with you know, talking to Spark. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, this guy comes in the comments, right? And at first it's a little whatever. But then he starts talking real shit. He's talking the same things I'm talking about legalities and everything else. Let me ask you, bro. Real shit. Sparks.
Yeah.
When did you decide that you enough is enough? Like you gotta educate yourself on the legal system and shit like that. Because I can tell you a whole story about my shit, but I would love to hear it. I love to hear it because clearly you know what you're talking about.
Shit, homie. To be honest with you, I was raised in the system, so I just educated myself along the way. But to be honest with you, I just barely got off the streets last year.
Yeah. I got that when you said. Yeah, I got that when you said some shit earlier. Yeah.
I just barely got off the streets last year. Like I've been free and off paper since 2019. I killed my number, but I was still out here in the streets, and I was still acting like a knucklehead, and I was still kicking up dust and doing dumb stuff. But last year is when I really decided to just go a different route and start.
What made that change, bro? What made that change for you? What sparked your brain for you to say, you know what I'm fucking out here doing is not representative of what I feel? You know what I'm saying?
Well, honestly, once it just clicked in my brain, like everything that I was taught as a kid from out here on the streets, what's wrong is right, what's right is wrong, is all ass backwards,
right?
And throwing my entire life away, it's not what I want to do anymore because it got me nowhere and it got me nothing.
Right.
And I see everybody else out here progressing, and on the other side of the coin, I see my homies going back to prison. I see my homies dying. I see my homies ODing. I see my people committing suicide because they're too scared to speak up. Because they feel like that they can't talk about it. You know what I mean? Because you're a man and you don't want to look weak.
Jesus Christ.
I'd rather my fucking people cry on my shoulder, homie, than I got to carry your casket. You know what I mean? So I just, not just doing it for myself, pulling myself out of that rut, getting sober. I've been sober for a year and having a steady state of mind.
That shit. I just excuse me if you hear them goddamn hand claps, because what you are saying is so fucking true and so to the point. You know what I'm saying? And so, hey man, if you hear them claps, man, no one understand. I'm giving you nothing but props, man.
That's why I told you. I told you this motherfucker got some fucking straight knowledge right there.
But so yeah, homie, like you're seeing that.
Let's go.
What seeing all that, like how would I be able to label myself real and label myself as a man if I'm keeping all this shit to myself and I'm not standing up and I'm not doing this shit to help somebody else out?
Stop right there. Stop right there. And I need you to say this again. How would you be a man if you can't stand up? You know what I mean? Say that shit one more again, because people need to understand that. It's not just a matter of, you know, I'm a man, I got a gun, or I got this. if I'm not, if I really see myself as a man, I gotta stand up for what I fucking believe in, right?
Hell yeah.
Talk to them. Talk to them one more time, fam. Repeat that so they understand it.
How would I be able to say that I'm real as a man if what I know I'm only keeping to myself and I'm not giving somebody else the tools, the right tools.
The tools.
Help them out.
Man,
You know
you got me. You low key, bro. And this is shout out to your whole fucking team, man. This is a shout out to Local Rado, man. Listen, I didn't know this was coming my way. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm an hour and 37 minutes into it. This is supposed to be a 30-minute show. And I can tell you right now that these motherfuckers, and this is for Unwrap. This is for Unwrap. This is for Sunday sit downs with the OGs. That these are some real motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They came in to the Sunday sit down, and they've been doing nothing but spitting knowledge. And I love it. I fucking love it. I can't wait to interview all of you guys. And you know what I'm saying? Individually and shit. And we're gonna make that shit happen. But I'm hey, listen, General Free.
What up, brother?
You got a whole motherfucking master at arms over here, the guy who should be like, he should be the listen, Spark. bro, you a whole different animal. You know what I'm saying? And listen, nothing taken away from any of you guys, but there's always one within a group that sees things a little differently. So let's say, you know, the general sees how the fucking show should be fucking made and pushed, right?
Mm-hmm.
The captain says, okay, rest of you motherfuckers, get in line, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we already know who the captain is. You know what I'm saying? That's Smokey. Smokey got a good mind. He right there. He putting the little soldiers in line. Let's be very clear.
Hey, you ain't got fucking the same shit.
Let me just say this. I don't give a fuck how y'all think about this right now, but I'm gonna say it. Sparky should be the voice of your shit because this nigga knows what he's talking about. Let me tell you something, bro. And I'm not saying that none of y'all know anything. I'm transfixed on the fact that the way he articulated it, the way he said it, the way he said certain shits, and you know what? It takes a certain type of person that thinks a certain way. You know what I mean? Yep. There's a lot of things about me that you guys don't know that I think a certain way. And so when I recognize a motherfucker who thinks a certain way, it automatically goes ding, 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 ding. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's no slight on any the Local Rado movement or anything, but I don't think you guys are really understanding that guy and how he should be. I'm not gonna say used because that's a very bad word. I would say maneuvered within how you guys operate. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even in songs. Maybe let that motherfucker say some shit in the beginning of the song. You feel me? Talk his shit. Maybe even in the middle. And definitely in the end.
Hey, it's coming. We got some shit in the works. Let me tell you.
I've been doing music for a lot of years, bro. And you know what I'm saying? It seems like you guys have a solid team. It seems like you guys have a lot of things going. And that's great, and that's brilliant. But as a general, bro, you should be checking all that shit, like checking all the boxes. You feel me? And that's to you. That's to you, fam. Free. That's to you. And I'm gonna tell you as a motherfucker who's been a general as well. And I understand how shit works. You feel me? And it's No slight. I'm loving you, motherfuckers. Y'all came in the door. Y'all came in the door like, bah, kicked it in. So yeah, we understand exactly what the fuck.
And then we had you motherfuckers on the floor too. Yep, we did.
Hey, here's the thing, though. There's a reason. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there for a second. There's a reason why there's positions like that too, and I'm not gonna go into that, but I'm just gonna say that some of us are more calmer than other people when it comes to things.
Right.
So we have that. So let me just put it this way. Yes. I'm gonna give the homie his credit because his credit, you know what I mean? I give credit when credit is due. That's my motherfucker. That's my homie Sparks right there. You know what I mean? It's my brother from another mother. You know what I mean?
He might have a short temper.
Let's go ahead there, okay?
I got no rebuttal, homie.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, look, let me put it there, okay?
I got no rebuttal.
You gotta know when to shut his ass up.
Yeah, okay. Now let me put that. That's the same with the general. General got a temper too. I know both these motherfuckers have tempers. The reason why I'm the captain is because I'm more the motherfucker who's more calmer to deal with the shit to make sure that we come out. We come out legit.
On the boat when the shit gets to rough, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you what they call that. So
the negotiator.
Nah, kind of, sorta, but like if you look at let's say the United Nations, right? So these are all countries coming together, and each person from each country is not just a negotiator, they're a mediator. They're the ones that keep the cool, keep the calm, and keep everybody on their fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And in order to do that, and I'm going to tell you this, my mans, you have to be a great manipulator. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm already seeing, because
that's
that's exactly what you are, a great manipulator. And that's a beautiful fucking quality to have, bro. Before you say anything, hold on. Because if you can keep the whole camp intact, that's your quality. That's your shit. That's who you are. Embrace it, understand it, and know it. You know what I mean? As long as you don't manipulate your family into doing extra shit that don't.
Oh no!
You know what I'm saying? No. I'm just saying. It's a
great.
People don't understand what manipulation really is, and what real motherfucking dignitaries and shit like that are. They're manipulators. And how do they manipulate? They manipulate other countries to fucking try to feel how they feeling.
It's a double-edged sword.
And it's kind of a double-edged sword because you can manipulate the team, right?
Yeah.
If you're really working with the team, you manipulate the team to do the right things.
Right.
So as a captain, that is your job. That is your shit.
And that's the thing. My boy always helps me with fucking getting people together, doing what the fuck we need to do, and things like that. I just gotta let him know. He lets everybody else know, and then we get the shit on track. And if I have to, then that's whenever I have to for that.
As long as Smokey don't get a wild hair up his ass and decide to manipulate the whole team to, you know what I mean? Because, hey, every fucking general, captain, king is gonna have somebody. I ain't saying that you, Smokey. Don't throw that out there. Don't. You know what I'm saying? But it could come from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say your team is only as strong as the weakest link.
And that's why we're gonna fit into that negativity either.
You gotta get rid of them. If you got a weak link, you gotta get rid of them.
Well, see, that's the whole thing too. Is we see everything, you know what I mean, and we know at the end of the day, we know who's gonna last and who ain't gonna last. That's just out there already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's real talk. We know who's gonna last and who ain't gonna last.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's just the whole fucking thing is that the thing that I hate the most though is that part where you say "I told you so."
Yeah, that's my
You
worst
get what
shit
I'm
ever.
saying? That shit I hate the most because
I don't want to be the guy that say "I told you so." You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the worst shit ever. You know what I mean? And
because you know what I mean. It is fucked up.
Listen, I don't want to get into too much shit because I don't want to lose what's gonna happen when I interview you motherfuckers separately. You know what I'm saying? So let's not get into too much. Let's stay where we was at on community and shit like that. You feel me? Because I already got y'all booked. You feel me? I already got y'all booked, and then and as far as Sparky's concerned, I'm already booked.
Yeah, Sparky booked every Sunday. Shit.
December 30th.
Hey, that's the call right there, boy.
Listen. I need to interview him by himself on my Friday show. And I'm gonna talk to him, man. You know, hit my inbox, man. Let's get to talking to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, once you done with him,
it's free. Same with you. Chill for a second. Same with you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna reach out and touch y'all like on some real shit. You know what I mean? And Sparky too. And I mean, I'm sorry, Smokey. You know what I'm saying? I want to interview y'all differently. You know what I'm saying? With my co-host that sits on the other side of the table, you know what I mean? And really talk about that way, you know what I mean? Like if y'all want to tap in all the time on a Sunday sit downs, but understand what that show's about. That show's about OGs talking to these young kids and trying to figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? Giving a platform to grown ass men to talk their shit and maybe even scare some of these little niggas straight. You know, because they need some straightening. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to rest in peace, fucking Takeoff. You know what I mean? Like they need some straightening.
Shout out to motherfucking Kelly Blue. Love you, man.
Yeah. This is what we do this shit every Sunday, bro. And that's why I like to keep that part. Now, when I interview you motherfuckers like separately, bro, like on some real shit, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be beautiful, and we can talk about all of those things that embody what you guys are doing as far as musically, creatively, and all that.
Well, I guess I'll have my sleeves up then.
I love it. But I will say this. I will say this right now, and y'all can hate me if you want, but Sparky, me and you got to talk, bro. Hey, listen, I ain't trying to take him away from your team. No way I can do that.
Hell no. Fucking hell yeah. Fucking take this motherfucker.
I'm fucking with your mans. Again, no disrespect to you guys, but I'm fucking with your mans. And I got to figure something out. I'll figure something out, Sparky. We're going to talk about it. And you talk to your people about it. If they feel like it's something you're going to do or whatever, you know, cool. But I want to have a show with you. Or just a straight up show with you, just talking and doing shit with you, man. I think that would be fucking amazing. And hey, man, shout out to y'all, man, for even like seeing Sparky and knowing his fucking intelligence and shit, man. You know, again, no disrespect to you guys, but it just your man's saying some shit, and you should be proud of him.
Marsh is up for sale, shit.
You should. That nigga said he was Frank.
Yeah, he's up for sale. Holy shit. Fucking that one could be yours every Sunday. No, but I think in all reality, though.
No, he's always gonna be your shit, but he gonna be on my platform, and we just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because my real true thinking is like always when I tap in, just like I tapped into you, just like I tapped into you, motherfucking Smokey. I'm not gonna not like you guys are now a part of the fam. So like every time y'all post something, man, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna do whatever. We're gonna work together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
whatever in the fuck y'all do, I'm down with it. It's cool. I love your guys' energy. But let me say this.
Go ahead.
And this has to be the end of it, because
I gotta say one more thing before.
Okay. You. Everybody's gonna get a moment. We had an hour and 52. Okay. It's supposed to be a 30-minute show, but I love so much what's been happening. So I'm gonna start with Spark. Say what you say. Tell people how to find you. Say whatever you want. You got, I don't know, 5 minutes, man. Talk your shit. Tell these motherfuckers how to find you. Tell them what you're talking about. Tell them what your dream is. Tell them what your shit is. Man, talk to them. Go ahead. Bye.
Check it out, homie. You can look me up on Facebook. I'm real active on there under Ryan Sparks. Tap in on Fridays. I usually do a live. I'm talking about real life shit. I'm talking about street shit. I'm talking about mental health. I'm talking about suicide awareness. I'm talking about drug addiction. I'm talking about everything. So
talk to him.
Go check me out. You know what I mean? I'm on Facebook all the time. I'm active on Facebook all the time. Push my music. Like, share it. I'm a street kid, and I'm trying to be a voice. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be a voice for everybody that.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Bro. Let me stop you right there. And I'm gonna tell this to all of you guys. Stop talking in backdoor words. Don't say words unless you fucking mean it. So we don't say try. We are doing. Gotcha. So, bro, I'm gonna ask you to start all over again, and please trust and believe my process. Talk about what you're doing, not what you're trying to do. What you're doing. If you put try out there, it's gonna fall flat. You feel me?
Nah, you're right.
Tell the motherfuckers what you doing, bro. Right. Talk to them.
That is what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a while. Keep it out.
No, start, man. Your Facebook. What are you doing? Talk to them. Tell them what you're doing, not what you're trying to do. What you are doing.
I mean, that's what I'm doing on my Facebook.
No, bro.
Check out my live.
Let me say. Let's start all over. If I introduce you again, Spark, tell them where to find you. Tell them what you're doing.
All right. Check me out on Facebook. I'm under Ryan Sparks. I'm very active on there. I don't got a YouTube page. I don't got none of that other shit. I'm on Facebook. That's where my music's at. That's where I do my lives at. My lives are talking about the streets. It's talking about addiction. It's talking about mental health awareness. It's talking about suicide awareness. It's talking about human trafficking. Anything that you could think of that's going on in life, in this world, I'm trying to touch. I am touching base on it.
Thank you. Talk those words.
I'm touching base on it, and I'm being a voice for those of us who was too scared to speak up. For those of us who felt that they never had a voice. I'm a street kid. I've been there. I've done it. I've done it my entire life. And I'm just trying to give. I'm going to give everybody the tools that I was given. I'm giving it to everybody else. What y'all decide to do with it, it's your choice.
Thank you, sir. You see the difference between try and doing, and you see the difference. And those of you out there that don't understand,
and I appreciate you for correcting me. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Because you have to think. You have to think and speak things in existence.
You're right.
Try, maybe all that shit is backdoor words to failure, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're
if
right.
I say to you, I might be able to call you tomorrow, as opposed to telling you I'm going to call you, I will call you tomorrow, is a different thing. Because if I don't call you tomorrow, then I can say, well, you know, shit happened. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
There's always
we got to speak on facts, and this is part of everything that we do on this show, the Sunday sit downs, and my Unwrapped show, is to make sure motherfuckers start speaking this shit into existence, because it's important. All right.
Manifest.
Now, at this moment, y'all already heard how to find Sparky, man. Diamond, find that guy, follow that guy, do whatever, man. Listen to him because he means what he say and he say what he mean. Smokey, you up, bro? Talk to
him. Hey, what's up, everybody? You guys already know I'm the captain, Mr. Smokey, Local Rattle Entertainment, baby. You can find me on Facebook. My real name, Joel Ramirez. You can find me on YouTube as Mr. Smokey Ramirez.
Yeah.
We out here grinding. We out here building this shit. We're not only doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for our family. We're doing it for our people. We're doing it for our culture. We're out here grinding like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? They say, like the famous words say, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Right now, I gotta fucking grind and fucking get fed right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to my whole team. Shout out to, the homie putting this up on Unwrapped right here. You know what I mean? Heat detector.
This Sunday, sit down. I'm going to get you on Unwrapped. That's a whole different thing.
So you can look for us there. And like I said, I let my music speak how I feel. So check that shit out.
You heard that, man. You know how to find him. Now, we need a moment of silence right quick because the general is going to talk. And when the general talks, the armies need to fucking fall back. They need to sit down and listen to the general. And that general is Mr. Free. Go ahead, freestyle boy. Talk to him.
What up, my G? Mr. Freestyle right here. I'm gonna let you know right now. My camp is fucking building, and we are fucking. I don't even know how to explain it, man. We're fucking building, and we're building, and we're building. Like for real, it's like all y'all motherfuckers think that we're fucking playing and shit. Watching we come through. We're coming through and we're banging on all y'all motherfuckers. Like all y'all motherfuckers who doubted us, we're coming. Don't even trip, homie. Y'all motherfuckers doubted us, we're coming. But anyways, shout out to motherfucking the fucking podcast, rap, everything. Shout out to fucking Ray Guzman who fucking put us on this motherfucker. Shout out to fucking my whole camp, man. Like for real, because we're fucking doing things that y'all motherfuckers wish that you are doing. For real. We're trying to make moves. We're not trying, but we are.
There you go.
That y'all motherfuckers wish you were doing. So just in case you all didn't know, now you know. LOCO Radio Entertainment in this bitch. The general, bitch.
Hey, before he ends that, shout out to our haters too. You know what? You guys make us move too.
We're trying to get out to Chicago. Come out.
Man, listen, baby. Hey, listen, we're going to talk about that. But hold on. Let me say this. Because I got to say something too. Sometimes when you get into a conversation with somebody, you don't really understand and know where that conversation is going to go. You don't know somebody until you know somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I will say this for everybody listening right now that maybe they don't understand Unwrap, or maybe they don't understand the Sunday sit down with the G's, the OGs. I would say to you this: differentiate yourself. Find out if you're OG, if you're an artist. If you're an artist, come and talk to us on Fridays. If you're an OG, come and sit down with us and have a real goddamn conversation.
Oh, sure.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I did not expect this. I did not expect motherfuckers to jump on my goddamn shit and be as solid as they were going to be. Now, let's be very clear. Did I talk to them beforehand? A couple of them. But then again, one of their camp members jumps in the fucking conversation, and all of a sudden he is speaking truth, knowledge, and wisdom and understanding. So let's be very clear. Sunday sit-downs is with G's. We are not angry and mad. We're not angry and mad because you little niggas is doing it better. Nobody gives a fuck about that. What we give a fuck about is your life. What we give a fuck about is how you maneuver in life. What we give a fuck about is you understanding if you got a kid that you live to see your grandkids or see your kid graduate high school, whatever, and you don't end up in the penitentiary or you don't end up 6 feet deep. So let's be very clear that these men that we are speaking to tonight have really spoken their truth. Okay? They have spoken their truth. And what you need to do is understand some of that. Some of you young motherfuckers, if you tapping in, if you not tapping in, wouldn't give a fuck. Maybe some of you fathers should be tapping in. Maybe some of you motherfuckers should be tapping in just to be tapping in.
We want you to be our age at one point in time.
I'm trying to say, this is real shit. This has been a real conversation. Now, my show is only supposed to be 30 minutes, and I'm fucking around on two hours already.
Hey, we appreciate you.
No. I'm trying to talk to these people out there that don't understand what the fuck just happened and what the fuck is going on and how in the fuck we should maneuver accordingly. Listen, I'm going to say this once, and I'm only going to say this once. As men, if your ass is fucking 30 some years old or 25, let's say 25 on up, you should be helping the little homies. You should be praising them to get a job. You should be doing shit to help them to not be like you.
Hell yeah.
I've done that. I got tattoos. I got shit. I got a lifestyle that you could never fucking fathom. And so do my people right here that we just spoke to. We have a lifestyle that you cannot fathom.
Yep.
Your entitlement is killing us.
You couldn't buy that shit.
Your entitlement is killing us. Your entitlement is killing us, and your shit. You're breaking your father's heart. You're breaking your father's heart.
And your mother's and your grandmother's.
And you're killing your mother.
And it's all over your own ignorance, man.
Let's stand up as men.
You want to be fucking stupid.
Let me just say this. I gave everybody a chance to talk. Let me just say this. As men, stand the fuck up or fall for everything, my nigga. And what we won't do, because we come from a certain generation, listen to your goddamn uncles. Listen to your fucking fathers. Listen to them because they know what the fuck they're talking about. Because y'all niggas is falling for everything. And you don't have shit to stand up on.
You're falling for these lames that are right there in the corner.
Your fathers and your uncles and your shit that you right now don't even look at them like you should be looking at them. Okay? I'm sorry, fam. I go off on tangents because it needs to be said.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys so much. So motherfucking much. For being on the Sunday sit downs, because I think you guys have said some things. I'm gonna calm down real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna calm down, man. Shout out. Let me just do what I do real quick. Shout out to motherfucking Free, the general, my guy. Shout out to Smokey, the captain. Shout out to God. Damn, Sparky, boy, you something else. We gonna talk. When we talk, my guy, believe and understand it's still gonna be connected to your family and everything that y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I have the utmost respect for you guys. And with that being said, we gotta end this. So shout out, give your shout outs.
Hey, shout out Primo Ray. Shout out to Heat the Tech for having us here. Shout out to my motherfucker Free Dog. Thank you for fucking putting me on. Smoke, I fucking love you, bro. I've always fucking loved you, my brother from another. And everybody else out there, tune in on Sundays, man. This man is talking real shit. This is real life shit that could save your life. The goal isn't for y'all to be as good as us. It's for y'all to be better than us.
Thank you.
Hell motherfucking yeah. Shout out to motherfucking Ray Guzman for putting us on this motherfucking track. All this motherfucking shit. Shout out to Unwrap. I motherfucking love y'all motherfuckers. The general speaking right now. And shout out to my motherfucking whole campo. Fucking all my local radio entertainment campo. So y'all motherfuckers better listen to the motherfucking capo.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the podcast, the homie Heat Detector. Shout out to my homies right here, General Sparks. We're about to make shit happen. We're about to get this shit cracking. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that listened. Shout out to a motherfucker that we actually made. If we made one change in somebody today, that's a shout out to them right there. And that's the whole cause of what we're trying to do here. And it's not trying, it's the whole cause of what we're doing here.
Well, we're doing.
You see what I'm saying? Let's change them words. Let's change them words. Hey, with that being said, man, we gotta end it. I love y'all, man. Y'all, I can't wait. Yeah,
All love and
big
respect.
things are